Todd, thank you so much for meeting with me today, but I have some bad news for you.
Okay.
I'm not looking to renew in the phone book.
Okay.
I might keep a little something in there for my advertising, but to be honest, everything is on the internet now. The only thing I ever use is the internet. The only thing all my peers only use is the internet. And so moving forward, I really only want to focus on internet advertising, and that's really where it's at.
All right, Jasmine. Well, I appreciate everything that you said, and I value your business. I want to actually, to be honest with you, I want to introduce you to a new product. But I want to let you know up front, it's not the internet. And I don't want to disappoint you. It's not the internet. We were fortunate enough, because we're so successful in the phone book, to partner up with another company. And this product, I think, is actually really superior almost to the internet. But I'll let you decide. You're sold on it. I would like to at least introduce it to you. Would that be fair? Mm-hmm. Great. So what we do is I do what we call mobile. You're familiar with the internet. I'm familiar with mobile. Here's what I find. The internet's very powerful, so I'm not knocking it. But I do know this, that the internet, people that are using PCs and home computers and desktops make up about 46% of the people. And when you're on that device, you're searching on Google and Yahoo and the different search engines, right? And you're typing in things. But what we're finding is that's kind of what's happened in the past. We find that in today's world, more and more people want to do things from the palm of their hand. I don't know about you, but sometimes these smartphones are faster than our PCs at home. It's incredible. I don't know about you, but I can do everything from the palm of my hand. It's fantastic. I can take videos from it. I can take pictures. I got rid of my camera, my video camera. I don't even need a fax machine anymore. I can take a picture and email it to someone. And for that, that's not me creating that. That's technology creating it, right? So 53% of the people we find today are utilizing smartphones. Whether you're rich or poor, if you're poor and you have to make a choice of having internet at home or on the go, don't you agree that it's probably going to be on the go? And even if you're successful, it doesn't matter. You still want it on the go. So with that, I represent mobile. And mobile is completely different from what you're used to when you think about the internet. So I want to kind of explain to you a little bit about what our new product is. We partnered up with a company that was first to bring banner ads to mobile devices. They have a really long track history doing this, and they don't do it on PCs and everything else. Their focus really has been on mobile, because that's what they think is the long-term, hottest and most important thing in today's world. So with that, they represent companies like Home Depot and State Farm and Allstate, and the list goes on and on. I'd like to actually share it with you. Hertz Truck Rental, Discount, Sears, there's McDonald's, the Generals, Avis. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Now, with that, they've been very successful, and they've had some huge orders coming in. And so we went to them and said, listen, we want to be able to offer this product to our customers, because we know phone books are still strong, no matter what anyone says, and I'll prove it to you in a little bit, but at the same time, we also know that more and more people want to do things from the palm of their hand. So with that, we asked them, can you guys come up with a price point that's not only affordable for our small business owners across the nation, but that would prove to have a good return on investment? Now I want to let you know something. I went home and my wife said, that's horrible. Banner ads, they're intrusive and I hate them and they're disgusting. They irritate me. And I asked her, are they local or national? And she goes, they're national. It was Hertz Truck Rental. And I laughed and I said, okay. I said, imagine if it was a local business like the one that you like, that favorite restaurant of yours down the street, and it was a buy one, get one free. And imagine if it popped up maybe at a time that maybe you needed it or you wanted it. That could change the dynamics completely, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why we got so excited, because we think it's a great opportunity for a small business owner like you, because these devices actually have more eyeballs on them than TV, anything in history, and it's growing rapidly, and I think you agree with me. So what are you doing to advertise on these devices? Now, I talked about the partner that I have. I talked a little bit about the PCs and all that and how they work. I want to talk about the mobile phone and how it's so much different though than the internet. So when you're on this phone, you have Facebook. I take it that when you go to Facebook, you probably don't go to your browser, you actually go to an app. You probably have an app downloaded. Yep, I knew it. And the reason why, and I'm speculating, but probably the reason why is because an app is instantaneous, there's no loading time, it's more convenient, and the functionalities are probably superb to what you can get when you go to a website. That website has to load and it takes time. I don't know about you, but sometimes you got to pinch it and squeeze it, and you get so frustrated. So the dynamics are different. So they're not always going to their browser on this phone and typing in what they need like they would on a PC. They're actually, when they're in this device, 67% of the time, they're inside of an app. And the reason why is what we just discussed. It's a shortcut. It's easier. It's faster. It's more convenient. And I think I just proved it to you because you told me, yes, you have an app for Facebook, and that's how you do it. There's also apps like Yelp, and there's apps like a flashlight app, and there's apps like online banking. It's incredible. There's 2.2 million apps in the App Store today, and it's growing. You know, iPhones used to start with 8 gigabytes, and now they're up to 16, and from what I hear, it's going to go up to 32 gigs to start with, because more and more people are utilizing apps, because apps are built for this device. Websites are built for PCs and laptops and desktops. Apps are built for this. And that's who we really work with the majority of the time, because we know when you're on this device, if we're going to attract you or market to you, it's probably going to be with inside of an app. So let me tell you a little bit more about our product. We actually build banner ads inside of apps. We produce a banner ad for you. It's got a logo, a photo, a headline. When I say headline, like free appetizers, then the call to action would be click or tap now for immediate coupon. When you click on it, it takes you to a landing page. When you get to the landing page, you know what's unique about it? It's not going to go to your website. The reason why is if I take them to your website, they're going to want to browse. I want them to take immediate action, because when you're on mobile, you want it now, not later, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to create it for you. You're going to have the same logo, photo, headline, and a little bit of verbiage about it. And then you're going to have a couple choices, some buttons to pick from. Click or tap to call, tap for an appointment. Just so you know, Jasmine, those are the same. It's not going to go to an appointment calendar. It's actually going to call you. But when I give you your analytics at the end of the month, it's going to be pretty detailed. You'll know the difference between a call and an appointment are usually, an appointment's a lot better. That means they want to do something with you right now. Mm-hmm. Click for directions. It's kind of unique because when you click on that, it takes you turn-by-turn directions to wherever you are. So that'll help get those people to your place. Click for coupons. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's a no-brainer in today's world. More and more people want online coupons than anything. So that's our product. We have basically two packages. You get, for $100 a month, you get 20,000 banner ads. For $200 a month, you get 40,000. So it just means more eyeballs. And I want to kind of give you a little idea of how those banner ads work. We populate these banner ads inside of apps only when you're open. So I'm only going to run these banner ads in these apps when you're open. I never want anyone to call you and you not be there. We're only going to populate these banner ads when people are within a 60-mile radius around your business, or maybe even less, but never more than 60, because it's all about local. Does that make sense? Okay. Mm-hmm. And with that, we're also going to make sure, and some people go, well, how are you going to do that, Todd? How do you know that people are within 60 miles of my business? Well, believe it or not, on a smartphone, they're smart, they're not dumb. So they have built-in GPS, and there's a thing called location services, and it allows us to access or to know exactly where you're at all times. So we'll know that you're here or you're there, and we only populate these when you're in the radius that we specify when we put in your order. I also am only going to populate it to people that hopefully need or want your product, and we try to use keywords and relevancy to a certain degree. Can't be perfect, but it's pretty cool how technology works. I'll tell you, my friend the other day was in Washington, forgot his pills, came down to Montana, and started searching on his phone for a pharmacy, and couldn't find one, or was having difficulty, and all of a sudden a banner ad popped up, and it was for CVS. Guess what he did? He clicked on it, gave him directions, and he went right over and got his pills that he needed. So that's our program. That's kind of how it works. I don't want to confuse you. It's basically very easy. Here it is in a nutshell. We partnered up with a company that was first to bring banner ads to mobile devices. They've been doing it for 10 years. They represent McDonald's, Home Depot, Sears. The list goes on and on and on. We got with them and said, we think we have a great opportunity here if you allow us to resell these to our local businesses. When I introduced it, remember, to my wife, she said she didn't like them and they're intrusive and they're distracting. And I asked her, imagine if it was a local banner ad, how much more impactful it could be for you because it's someone that you know or you recognize. And then to make it pop up possibly when you maybe actually even need the product, that's even better, right? So that's what we do, and we do it at a price point that won't rob the bank. It's not going to break your pocketbook. It's $100 a month minimum spend. You're not going to get rich over it. You're not going to retire. You're not going to call your husband and say, let's go on vacation, because it's the minimum spend. But we talked about ROI in the past with the phone book, and I asked what your average customer, your closing ratio and your average customer for you is pretty darn high. It's $400. So if I got you one customer every 4 months, it pays for itself. Now the internet, not knocking it, I'm not knocking it at all, but knowing that more and more people are wanting to do it from here rather than their PC, and knowing the difference of how people shop on PCs versus mobile, And knowing that when you're on a computer, and if you do an AdWords campaign like on Google or something, you pay per click. On mine, it doesn't work that way. It's a lot more targeted. We target the right people at the right place at the right time, and we do it for a flat rate of $100 a month. And knowing that people sleep with these, they don't, because it's their alarm clock, they don't leave home without it. It's within arm's reach 24 hours a day, and there's more eyeballs on that than there are on TV. I think this is a great opportunity for you. Now I got some other news I need to share with you. With all that being said, I can't offer this product to you, Jasmine, unless you keep advertising with me in the phone book. Because I couldn't offer this product to you if I didn't experience the success that I have in the phone book. You're young. I'm older. I got gray hair. You got perfect hair, right? So with that, I want you to know something. That market authority survey that I shared with you last year, I want to share it with you again because it clearly shows that people that are from 35 to 75 years old, believe it or not, the majority of them are using the phone book. Those are people that are established, that have money, disposable income. They actually can afford to re-roof their house or get their hair done or get a new car. Now, what we haven't been attracting for you in the past are those 20-year-olds to 50-year-olds. Those kids that are glued to these phones, right? And those 30 and 40 and 50-year-olds that are getting more savvy and saying, hey, I really would rather utilize this than the phone book. But no matter what, together it's a good fit. I don't compete. The phone book doesn't compete with the internet, or we compete with the internet, not mobile. What we do is we complement each other, the phone book and the internet, because I cover the older guys that have the money, and the phone covers the younger guys that are growing up and getting more set up and financially, and the older people that are savvy. So together, Jasmine, it can be very powerful, and I don't want you to ever miss out on an opportunity. Not only the phone book, which is paying the bills. I mean, cool, this is cool, right? But cool doesn't always pay the bills. That phone book pays the bills. But together, we'll not only pay the bills, but I'll also grow your business as well at a price that you can't really afford not to do. So I hope that makes sense to you. We want your business. We'll work real hard for it. I can't wait for you to get involved in this, but I can't wait for you to renew your program with me, because I know that that's going to work, and I'll prove it to you, because we have tracking lines that are voice recorded that will help you understand exactly what kind of business you're getting to what degree, and I think it will really be beneficial to your business.